when I was really into writing and like doing NaNoWriMo and studying writing, I mean, I still do, but for a while I was super into it, like as a teenager. I learned about quieting your inner editor when you're writing your first draft. So if you haven't heard the term before, your inner editor is basically what it sounds like. It's that voice in your head that tells you when you're writing or when you're drawing something, like, you need to fix that, you need to change that, this isn't good enough. So when I was looking into like writing, say like the first draft of a book, I heard the advice everywhere to turn off your inner editor, send that part of your brain away until you're done the first draft. You know, the first draft is all about just putting down ideas, even if they're bad, and just getting it all out there so that you have something to work with and actually edit later. Because if you listen to your inner editor all the time, you're just going to be rewriting your first chapter over and over and over again and never actually executing on your story. So when I learned that, when I was starting out, I found it super freeing. Like, not just in my writing, but in my art. I talk about it all the time, about like how great it is to just draw something terrible and just get it out there. You can fix it later. The really important thing to me with like making comics is just getting the story down. As long as the story and the narrative and the characters and the emotions are all being conveyed, it doesn't matter if the page isn't perfect. However, right now, I'm currently going through Magpie pages and fixing them up for our print book, because we're printing volume 2 soon, for the upcoming convention season. It's bringing out my inner editor in like full force. So I keep looking, I've been recording myself fixing pages because my work drawing new pages has spoilers in it, so I've been avoiding filming that, though I've been doing it. But switching between editing pages and drawing new pages has been driving me crazy. It's been like upsetting me. Like, I'll sit down to do the new pages, and like even when I'm penciling, where is usually for me like, you know, just get the stuff down, iterate until it's good. The pencils don't matter as much as the inks. Like, that's usually my mindset. But whenever I sit down to do them, I keep going like, oh, why does everything suck? Come on, Ursula, put in more details, fix that weird perspective, what are you doing? And like, just berating myself the whole time. And it's been bumming me out the past few days. See, like, being able to think critically about your work and using your inner editor it's an important tool. The only problem is it really hurts when it mixes with like self-doubt, because it's good to have like, on one hand, it's good to have like an eye out for mistakes and to fix them and to be your own quality assurance team and make sure that you're putting out the best product that you can. But on the other hand, it's really bad when it's getting in the way of your work and hindering you from making new stuff. So yeah, I've definitely been too critical on myself the past little while. Though it was interesting, I read an article recently that was saying that the more skilled someone is at something, the more they seek negative feedback, so like criticism, whereas when someone's starting out with a new skill, they're seeking positive feedback. Because when you're experienced, you want to know how to improve, and when you're starting out, you want to just know that you're on the right track and feel encouraged to keep going. And like, that makes total sense, but it was cool seeing it all laid out. Anyways, tangent, but interesting. But yeah, your inner editor is good and necessary. It's been hurting me to flip between like editing and creating new stuff. It's totally different mindsets. It's really weird. Because usually I'll do one or the other. I'll either be editing or I will be creating new stuff. This challenge has kind of forced me to do both at the same time, which is good because I'm getting tons of work done. But I have to train myself to treat myself better during this process. I think I sound more bummed out about this than I actually am. Like, I'm doing really good now because I figured this out. Like, I'm really happy I have Bones to talk to, because like I explained my feelings to him over the weekend and he was like, well, of course you hate everything. You're going between editing and creating new stuff. You're gonna like what you've drawn when you've had some time away from it and have like a fresh look at it in a month. And I was like, heck, you're right. So we always joke that like our comics are like TV anime, where like So in the anime industry, as I understand it, I could be wrong, there are super tight deadlines for like the weekly releases of episodes when they're airing. So like shortcuts get taken, things don't get animated like as well as they could be because of like the time crunch. But then when the Blu-ray is released of the anime, they go back and make everything super pretty and fix it all up. So we always joke that our comics are like that. And the first round of drawing it is the TV release. And when we get the books together, that's the Blu-ray release. So Bones is like, save it for the Blu-ray. It'll be better then. So yeah, if you're ever struggling with your inner editor, it might be time to put it away. Like if you're working on your first draft of your thing, just like get it done. Just take some time and fix it before you actually put it anywhere. That's fine. But when you do need to get it ready for the Blu-ray, whether that's posting it on your website or publishing it into a book, like let your editor run rampant. Rip that stuff apart and make it new and better. Be good to yourself though, and also fix your silly mistakes. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions or if you'd like to request a video topic, please leave a comment down below. I'll be handling all the art questions, and Bones, the other guy on this channel, will handle all the writing questions, even though I was talking about writing today. Whatever. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye!